kind of sucks because I can't hear it, but at least the stream can hear it. I guess at the end of the day, that's all that counts. I guess, like last time, my mic was pretty low, so let me work on that real quick. Hopefully somebody might jump in here, and I can see... Did pull some call-outs to some friends, so hopefully... Alright, so I can't hear this on my end, but it is giving y'all the sound. So guess I will start. Oops. Oh, that's right. 'Cause Nintendo. this free play. I don't know how good this is gonna go. So I got a plan. So if y'all are watching the on-demand later, what I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna play through a little bit of this, get a feel for how the game is made, and I'm gonna see if I can make something like this. I'm relearning controls. Ah! It doesn't look like it has enough for my normal username, so I'm just going to use this. (1830). An old Austrian castle from the worshippers of chaos rise the plea for the return of the Lord of Darkness. Oh, that's an interesting effect. Camilla. You crave the presence of the embodiment of suffering. She was in the anime that they had on Netflix, and she was crazy character. All right. All right. Let's see here. The ruler of darkness. Oh, that's a Dracula. I've waited for this moment. To bask in the darkness and feel the moonlight within. I lack my full power. We are preparing the right to replenish your power. Stop! Oh, well, isn't this convenient? You have all the dudes here ready to put a stop to this. I remember you were one of the vampire killers that sealed me. You've aged. Nathan and Hugh. Oh no. That bat straight up destroyed the floor. No creatures around here. We have to find the master here. I'll go. He's my father. Nathan, you'll be in the way. Just get out of here. I want to find Master as much as anybody. Okay, here we go. So I realize I'm playing this. There is probably some latency here. So I'm just gonna get a feel for the general control. Oh yeah, there's definitely some latency, so I'm gonna suck pretty bad. Oh, that must be the map. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so jump. This is an important, I guess, teachable moment. Um, so like a lot of platform games, especially from like this era and like kind of going to modern like game design, it when you jump, like if you tap it's like a toggle, right? So if you tap it, there's a set height, right? There's a and then but the longer you hold jump, right, the higher you go. So like messing with jump height, jump velocity, real easy and kind of free way of getting real creative, right, with how you're gonna design a lot of this stuff, right? Having a set jump height every time you jump is like the way they used to make games, but like since then, you know, giving you an option to tap or hold the jump to give yourself a different, you know, velocity is a creative thing, right? And same with so the whip. And this was so traditionally in Castlevania, like get a whip and you get the, you know, outstretched thing, and you whip some enemies. This one, if you hold it, you get this area of effect swinging thing, um, which is really cool. So, just some things I'm noticing right out the gate. Um, and this latency is gonna be the death of me. Whoops. Salamander card. DSS, attribute and actions. Cards will create a specific effect. These can be set at the menu screen DSS option. Okay, so they put an underlying system on here. Dual setup system settings. So the action, whoops. No effect. So salamander. What can I do with this? Oh, found the little the cheater menu. That's gonna come in handy when I need to make a save state. Um, so I guess I can't quite do anything with this just yet. Examine DSS cards. A lizard bathed in flames, embodiment of the fire spirit. Salamander has the power of fire. A lizard. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so there's. Okay, so you get equipable armor and parts plus usable items. Okay. Alright, so this is the underlying system. Vampire Killer. Level 1. So there's RPG elements to this game. It's good to know. Okay, so a lot of this... Oops. Oh my god. Oh cool, you gotta crouch. Ah, dang. That kickback is wicked. So in these games and in most Castlevania games, the kickback is really what is detrimental to you. So like having the enemies when they hit you like push you back like just so far. This is what I'm talking about. So that one right there was a combination of it testing me if I can control the trajectory of my jump plus hitting in the air. Right. So this whole thing is tutorializing you on, oh my god. It's tutorializing you on kinda getting up and running with your running and hitting mechanics. This latency is pretty bad. I might need to get an HDMI output here. But I don't know. I don't know how often or how long I'm actually going to play the actual game because I do want to get to making something. Ow. Damn. The arc of that throw changes with distance. Oh, he's got a slide! That's handy. That's cool. Just those two attacks, you can do a lot of cool combinations. Ah, the heck? Oh, they cast poison on you. Oh, they have the antidote? So you actually do have to use it does make sense that they give you the cure for the thing that is an that ails you. This would be so much easier without the latency. Oh my god. Okay. I guess oh, this thing has its own save states. Sweet. I received a Mercury card. Oh my god. Ah! Whoops. By far those enemies are like the most annoying. I imagine until I run into the Medusa heads. Hey. The worms are annoying because you can't duck and hit them, right? Which forces you to use this attack, which is, it's cool because, like, I mean, it's good to give a reason to use that attack. Oh boy. Ah! Damn. Very strict timing. Damn. Oh wow, that's a cool death effect. Whoa. Going the right way? I think I am. Blah! right way. But this is the right way now. What makes these games so challenging are the strictness of the attacks your enemies give you, right? Like when an enemy attacks, there's very there's a few ways that you have to deal with them, right? But the important part is that you have to deal with it. Right, and whether that's timing a jump, or you know, whipping at the right time. See, like right there. All this guy is jumping and hitting, right? But like you have to avoid his attack. I did so much better on that one. And it's just challenges like that, right? Like jumping and hitting and like avoiding an attack. The reason though you want to avoid the attack the right time is because of the damage he takes from you at this level at the very least. Dash boots. Oh sweet. I can run. I always like find it funny when games give you a power up to do things that humans just do innately, like running. as like kind of ridiculous as that is, it is like a simple change in speed can do so much for you when you're playing the game, right? It kind of changes the dynamic because now I can do a run and then a jump, and whoa. Something needs to be done here. I wonder if it means anything. Oh, I guess holding up is your alt weapon. Just like classic Castlevania, right? Up plus your attack is your alt weapon. I really got it. Like, see, like that's the thing, is like those bats, when one hits you, you get knocked back and you can't do anything about the rest of those. Is it like, even though those boots were let's move this a bit. Even though those boots were they're essentially like a power up. They're not considered equipment, right? So they're like a passive power up, which is cool. All I got is still the flame lizard, the fire lizard. Oh, okay. Magic items, that's what it is considered. So 4, 6, 8 power-ups that you can get. So I wonder how often you'll power up yourself. That was a cool way to like get up there. Oh, here we go. So there's just doors and stuff. That's interesting. I will keep in mind that that's how they use doors. Oh. Zombies are for cereal. Ah, okay. So the spinny spin attack does less damage per attack than the normal just lunge, right? So that's cool. Yeah. That's inconvenient. A magic gauntlet. Wait, what does it do for me? My intelligence? Intellect? Something? Int something? My integers. It raises my integers. Yeah, so this run jump is pretty cool. So running adds to your forward velocity, which carries over when you jump, and that's why you get a run jump, right? You get a bonus on your jumping. Oh yeah, I got a Mercury card. The messenger of the gods has the potential of strength. Not sure. Oh. Whoa. Okay. So it's the L trigger. Alright. I imagine those are single use. Man, I am like almost exclusively run jumping. Wow. Holy crap. Dang, the bomb still got me? This mode looks cool, but then like I almost feel like it's not as good as my normal form, and I'm wondering like what the attribute is of this. Is it if it's truly more power? I kind of don't feel more power. I don't feel the Virgilness of me. And I love me some Virgil. So they potentially have like a, you know, a simple power-up system. Which just embodies your weapon with additional power-ups? I don't know. Still trying to figure out if that was better. Oh, I see. I'm swapping it. Now I have the axe. Okay. Well, I didn't really want the knife, so good. Oh, okay, I can't go back. HP max increases. Oh, nice. Whoa, I tried to duck. Oh. I'm very quickly like just run jumping everywhere, honestly. These little hit things on the side, I wonder if their sole purpose is just to like let me know I'm hitting something. I'm saving. Okay. So, I think I've reached a pretty decent stopping point. I'm gonna hold it right there. Just in case I'm gonna make a save state. And then that'll be that for now. I'm gonna kind of bring this down to about my size here. I was trying to see if I wanted to keep that on screen. I mean, I don't have to. Let me just... Okay. I'm gonna put on some music for myself. I have my desktop audio muted, so so I think I've gotten enough information from playing what I played to prototype something, and I'm hoping that this goes kind of the way that I want it to, honestly. Okay, so what I kind of want to do first, you know what? I'm gonna turn this back on. So what I kind of want to do first is so I have this basic character. The first thing I kind of want to mess around with is jumping. So I've already done some pre-planning for this, and I've put some stuff together on an empty project, like a 2D project. Uh, I put some assets together, and this is just like a 2D pixel project. Um, the the tiles I'm working with they're gonna be like a simple 2D forest tile type of thing. Um, so I think that, and like I have some art for enemies and some environment pieces. I will say these assets are being made by two separate artists. I'm using a asset pack from Untitled Games made by a fella named William or Will, something like that. And he does some brilliant work. His stuff's available on the Game Dev Marketplace. I got it off of a Humble Bundle pack. So I'm going to use his stuff, and then the other one I forget who did there's like environment pieces, so the styles might clash. Bear with me, because I do pixel art, but like doing art is a whole different stream, right? It's a whole different skill set, right? And it takes a different. Uh, it takes more time. It takes a. It'll be some time if I were to do that. So I'm gonna skip that part, and I'm gonna go straight into making the game using pre-made assets. So, one thing is I don't have any music. Um, I guess I could jam out to this still. I could turn this down to have it in the background. Um, Messing with the audio here. Okay, well, hopefully that will be leveled out. Alright, so this is the wrong controller for this. I have a Switch controller, like the Pro controller thingy. I don't like this thing at all. It's not my preference. This controller though, the old 360 controller is my jam. It's a little dirty. I need to clean it, but so I purchased this 2D asset from the asset store, um, and it already kind of functions. It has like a run and jump and everything. So there, this one's jump right now isn't a toggle, and I kind of want to change it to one, right? So it's just a set distance above, and then you know you can go on a set arc. Um, and then you have a guard and like a parry type thing. And then there's an error here, but he can like he's got like a ton of like really cool anime. He's got like an aerial attack, which I think is like way freaking cool. And then he's got like this hit reaction, right? And then you can die, which is really cool. And then I'm gonna have to change the death stuff. But so first things first, first thing I'd noticed is there's no controller support. I have to set that. This is a pre-made blueprint, so I'm gonna have to make some actions. That was a yawn. I don't like that. I shouldn't be getting tired at this time. think I'm just gonna stick with jump and attack for right now. Ah! I'm gonna have to down another Red Bull. Oh yeah, there's a crouch. There we go. But now there's no D-pad or analog support. So, let's just continue on that. I think there's already like pre-set up ones for axis mappings. Move right. I'm gonna actually make a guess and say right is negative, left is positive. And we'll see how wrong I am. Oh. They have this set up in a peculiar way. Let's see if I can compromise. Okay. This is a little hacky, I would say. Hey, alright, yeah, I got the D-pad reversed. I knew I knew it was like one of the two. I can never remember which one, um, which one's positive and which one's negative. So this one's positive, this one is negative. Which makes sense, and I honestly should have known that from the start. But you know what? We have D-pad and we have analog support for the controller, so effectively we have controller support for the major actions that we need, which is a good start. So what's the next thing we need? Jumping. So, the jumping is a toggle, right? So how do they have it set up? Jump support. And I'm gonna actually color this blue. So make sure that it's something I did. That would be something I might need to have a better solution for early, like later. You know, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So jumping. Jumping, how do they have it set up for jumping? I can also fix crouching. Let's see, jump. So the dust and jump. So they don't have jump held, right? Is jumping to fall. They got states for other things, but not jump is held, right? So I believe this already had a function to make this work. Okay, I think what the solution for this is going to be is um getting an setting the apex on the jump. Jump apex is an interesting one because um pull jump out here. It's about to get a little thick. You know what I mean? Um, Honestly, what I should do is make different graphs for each of these states. Um, let's see. Okay. I just want to see if I can make it so that it's a little more abrupt. Okay, so oh cool, okay. Ah, okay. So that takes away air control. Not what I was looking for, but definitely necessary for what I'm gonna be doing. So, then what I can do because basically, like jumping is like a combination of setting your gravity and controlling what you do, like on a tangent. I probably should learn how to do this like on a curve. Uh, but you know, that's for a different day. So I'm going to actually do 1.3 and then where's landing? On landed, I said it's 1.3 with confidence. um, okay, so it's 0.5, which I also just am not super liking. So that'll probably change, but let's just first see if this works. That's actually kind of cool. I like that you can hit twice, forwards and backwards if you wanted to, or forwards, or backwards, right? There's a bit of a timing to it too, which I like. Oh, hey, what's up, Narwhal? How you doing, bud? I'm actually, I stole a game controller. I'm using a 2D uh, character that I got from the asset store, and I'm just editing it basically to fit kind of the similar style to the Castlevania game that I have on the other screen. Um, Something kind of just to see if I can replicate the feel. Um, yeah, thanks. This whole thing was kind of an exercise in like 2D controls. Um, so at some point I probably could like do this, but like the most challenging part I find like with 2D and Unreal honestly is the state machine part, and it's convenient that this asset pack already has the state machine written in blueprints, and all I'm doing is editing it. um, so let's see. He's got some curves already set up, which is cool. Um, yeah, this is the state machine that this person made. So, I'm just editing some stuff. I'm on my second year of building a 3D Vania style game, and I started with a controller preset as well. Now you'd barely be able to tell. Nice. Yeah, controls for me are very important. Getting them to have the right feel that you want is something that like you know, I value a lot. So I'm learning quite a bit just messing around with it. I really like that this whole like I can rotate thing. That actually is kind of cool. I'm gonna keep that. So this character is quite smaller Is more smaller than the one that they start you out with in Unreal. So I'm gonna have to downsize the level, which is fine because the tile set that I'm gonna use to make the level uh, is 16 by 16 pixels. So it'll be a tighter fit. Um, but you know, we'll see. Honestly, like Unreal might be a little overkill for something like this. Um, so if I were to like actually put time to making a 2D game, I'd probably do it in like something like Godot or Unity. Um, but yeah, we'll see where that goes. I want to see what uh, it feels like to just have him fall a little faster. I want him. Never used Unreal Engine 4 on any major projects. I do use professional in my day job. Oh, nice. Sweet, man. Yeah, I used Unity for a few projects. Unreal Engine is what I do like on my personal projects, and then I've done a few Unity projects professionally, and like I work with right now, like in my day job, I work with third party like game engine that the studio made themselves. So yeah, do you know, like I've come to the conclusion that like game technology is only as good as like the the people who use it, right? Like, and if you're not comfortable using something, or if like your current like solution is working for you, there's really no need to change, right? At this point, it's up to you, like out of curiosity, if you want, or like if you're just wanting to learn stuff. Like me, I'm kind of crazy because I deal with UGC, like user generated content, and I deal with like game engine technology quite a bit. So I love anything that can make games. Honestly, like that's my wheelhouse. But I'm nuts. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, better, right? Better is subjective, honestly. Like if it's working for you, why change, right? If that's the tool set that you like to use, why change, right? Like, unless you're on a project like unless you go on projects like me where people are constantly choosing different technology, like um, just use what's good for you, right? Like, I use like all sorts of game editors, but I love Unreal. It's my wheelhouse, and that's kind of where I stay. Oh my god. Okay, is not doing what I think it should be doing, and that might just be me uh, not understanding how freaking gravity works. I got... Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? Um... You know what it is? Uh... Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's call it. I'll get you the link for what it is here in a second. It's a cool kit. By a person named Sven. Whoops, that's... It's this one. Prototype hero. Oh. Looks like he has a version for Unity as well. So, there you go. You can get it off of the Unity store as well. That's cool. Ah, okay. Ha. That is the... Okay, so I did need to call it. I forget that the binding only sets it, but I need to call it, so... Okay, there we go. So now his like jump is like super low. So now let's not make it so damn harsh. Okay, cool. So the jump is feeling a little tighter. I think I'm going to do point 0.6. Just see. know what, let me just see when, like, if it's happening here. Basically, like, binding the apex off of the jump is more of a challenge. Because I've done it a few times, and I always forget exactly how that kind of goes. Oh wait, whoops. I hate that the P key doesn't bring up a print string. Instead, it like brings up the begin play, which there's only one of. Okay. So we'll see, right? Okay. So, that's what I thought. So it is calling it right when I press it. Jump. Let's see. No, that's not quite it. I think I am going to look up some documentation real quick. Yeah, that's the endless struggle with game development is scope. Uh, yeah, I struggle with that every single day. um, at a certain point, like I have to force myself to. I have to say no to myself. Uh, if not, it'll keep going forever. And like, there's just some things I have to cut off and sacrifice, and it sucks every time I do that. But it's all for the sake of forward progress, right? I know how it is. Of course, on reach, jump apex. Of course, now that I'm looking up documentation, everything's like, you know, this would be easier if you did it with code. And I'm like, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know how that is. Just getting something to feel just right is an art in and of itself. And honestly, uh, it's the thing that a lot of designers I know, like, we need it to feel right, or else you're just gonna be upset. Oh, okay. I also it's a Boolean too. Haha. Okay, so it has its own boolean that you can only set within blueprints. Uh, so you have to tell it to notify the apex first, then set it to what happens on the apex. So this means, yeah, there it goes. Okay, now it fires. Now it fires only when you reach the jump height. There we go. We're getting this. We're getting this, Narwhal. We're getting this. You and me, bud. Interesting. So... I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. It's like the rubber ducky programmer thing where you like talk to a rubber duck and you have to talk through your talk through it. Exactly, exactly. The fun part is like ranting to somebody who actually doesn't know what you're talking about and have them just have this dumbfounded look on their face, and then you figure it out and you're like, thank you, and then they're even more confused. It's great. Okay. Okay. Get max jump apex per simulation. Okay, yeah. So this is the one. So you can't set this in the normal settings. You have to set it. You have to pull it and set it, which makes a weird kind of sense. Um. Yeah, go ahead. I'd love to see it. That's cool. No judgments here. As far as I am understanding this, I have no idea. So as at the moment, it's only notifying it it's only notifying it afterward. I wonder if you have to set it per jump. Yeah, okay. So it's per jump. So that means uh, every time you land, it returns false. So if you're jumping, you reach the apex and you land, the apex notifier returns false, and you have every time you jump, you have to set the boolean again to true. Weird, but you know, I don't know if that probably makes sense to a programmer. I'm assuming. Gravity's a little abrupt, but all right. It's crazy. I have a plugin, or like yeah, it's like a plugin called Paper ZD, which somebody made, which basically gives like sprite editing the same like abilities you would have with the animation editor in Unreal, so you can make states a lot easier. But I haven't actually messed around with it enough to feel comfortable kind of using it on stream. Because then that would just be a stream of me doing nothing but figuring out that plugin, which potentially could be a thing, but like, I don't want to be too boring. Just like now, so let's see. Okay. I don't want to mess around with jumping for like ever, but at the very least, I figured out how jump apexing works, and that's all that matters, honestly. I'd probably give him a double jump a little later, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from this. So, how do I want to do this? Basically stealing their blueprints, so I don't really need these blueprints. Let's see, it's got a demo game mode. What's in their demo game mode? Is there anything that I need / want? Not really. So this is using the default game mode, so I'll just make my own game mode. Okay, cancel. Let's see, demo, prototype preview. Okay, that's the preview. I don't really want any of the demo content. So let's just get rid of all of that. now we have all the stuff that is necessary to make that work. Audio, all the audio. That's cool that it even comes with audio. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so I'm trying to think. I need to make an enemy. So I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. If I want to copy this or not. Because enemies are not going to have anywhere near the amount of states that the hero's going to have. So let's go for it. Another thing that's going to be a challenge is AI, honestly. Well, maybe not. AI is only as challenging as you kind of make it. Yeah, for sure. And in this case, you're right. Dead simple is where I need to keep it. Uh, I'm talking like little flame hazards. I have like a Minotaur sprite that I'm gonna use, and maybe something that just makes him go back and forth and attack if you're close to him. That's probably good enough, right? Yeah, that too. I have a wolf sprite that I can do that with as well. Um, so let's just kind of let me just look and see how the yeah, okay. Oh, great. I haven't made flip books out of these. Fantastic. Okay. Well, first off, let's do some work on these. First make them all unfiltered pixels so you can see the pixel art for what it really is. Beautiful. I do pixel art myself, but like I was saying earlier, before people walked in, is that art is just a whole pipeline in and of itself, and I also didn't want to spend so much time just making art, because then that would be the entire stream. um, let's see. Alright. do this. Oh, here we go. Okay. Wait, what was the size? It was 128 by 80. There we go. Sweet. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm remembering how to do this. Okay. So first, I gotta extract frames from this mofo, so let's not do these just yet. There we go. So those are all the frames that I'm just gonna move in here. And now I can create a flip book. There we go. Okay, he has the slidey problem. So bottom left. Okay, so if I change all of their pivots, asset actions, to bottom left. What about center? Or wait, no, center, bottom center. There we go. I wonder if he's just like naturally like that. That doesn't seem right though. Bottom center seems like the most right, so I'm gonna save all of these for right now. I'll just let him slide back and forth on his feet. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. He's moving at 15 frames a second. That's fine, he looks okay. So have his spray. So I'm going to make frame folders. So attack frames. Okay. Sprite actions. I'm going to extract sprites. He's already conveniently set up. That is awesome. Move here. Ooh, okay. So the effects are I see what happened. Well, let's go back a folder. Nope. Let's go to the extract sprite. Okay, so it is getting tripped up. Whoa. It is getting tripped up with these. Is there no... I mean... It's making frames, independent frames for these effects, and that's what's tripping it up. I don't feel like dealing with that really. So... Oh, here we go. If I just remove the frames... that I don't want... I can do 3D fairly well, but spriting is cheaper. Yeah, those sprites are great. I'd love to be able to sprite. Yeah, I like pixel art. I can't really draw very well, but I can do, decent enough pixel art. I can show you real quick, stuff that I've done. But it still takes me time. I'm not that artistically inclined, so it takes me some time to actually make stuff that looks decent. But a lot of garbage that I've made. I'm trying to like pull like the best stuff. Like stuff like this, like I've made you know, variations of like different characters. I was making, this is from a project I was actually making in Unity. Um, and let's see. That was a where's the full picture? I was making. Here we go. Like, I was like prototyping different stuff. It takes some time, but I do like it quite a bit, and like I have a lot posted. Oh, here we go. Here's my more recent stuff. So in Godot, I was prototyping like a mobile game type of thing, using like Game Boy style color palettes. This was like one of my more recent works, and I like actually less color palettes because they're really cool. So, but yeah, it's a whole thing. But I just didn't want to do that for this project. I hope I'm deleting like the right frames, honestly. Here we go. No, I'm not. Oh, let's see. Somebody is calling me. Oh, if you will give me one moment. Alright, I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up which one of these frames is, let's see, sprite 10. So, oops, let's get the idle out of here. So, sprite 10 is index 10. So, gonna delete that one. And let's see. Attack. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, you know what? I am reading this hella wrong. Okay. Sprite 11. Sprite 11 and Sprite 12. Okay. Now this makes sense. the keyframes on the bottom are mapping to these frames here. It's just I thought dragging it was the actual huge. Okay, no, I am with this now. So that's index 10 now. Okay, so index 10. This one's index 11. Okay. It's 13. Sprite 27 at index 13. Delete. Okay. There we go. Now it makes sense. It's missing little bits and pieces, but you know what? It looks good. It looks good. We'll go with that. Now I gotta friggin' do the whole edit property matrix sprite. Let's do bottom center at its feet. Let's do bottom left. Okay, well, the animation slides him back a bit. Um, Bottom center seems fine again. I'll probably have to make up for that somewhere in the code. We're gonna save all this. The one thing that I do like about doing this stuff in 3D is not having to do frame by frame editing. That's definitely not something that I particularly like doing, but you know, it's not too bad, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna do Minotaur Idol. How big is this capsule? 18 by 12. There we go. So, let's go halvesies, and then what we'll do... let's do 26. Make sure he's touching the ground. That seems about right. Just noticed that the spring arm is doing a collision test, and we don't need that. Okay, his feet is not touching the ground, which is wild. Wait, his feet is totally touching the ground. What? What? Oh, you know what? Yeah, his feet is piercing through the thing. So I guess I would need to do the same thing for him. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, we got an enemy on the field. He just doesn't do anything. can step on. Okay. You know? Where's my movement stuff? Oh, it's over here. Okay, so get flip book, turn value. Oh, that's for the footstep. Oh, this can be replaced with the axis mapping. Oh! Haha! I didn't even see that. So that might actually be able to replace this. Hold on. Does this play? Yep. Okay. So I didn't actually need to do my own interpretation of the movement. So we're just gonna pretend like I didn't waste my time doing that. Oh wait, maybe I did need to do that. That is for rotation. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I'm over here breaking stuff. They made Control C, Control V for a reason, right? Because... do I even need these? See, now I'm just trying to clean stuff up. Interesting. I don't know why those hard-coded values are like make the difference for the keyboard, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, uh, let's see. So, let's see. So, what do you say we make him... We do this. The way we make these enemies exist, right, is we put 2 points on the map, and what he does is he walks back and forth between those 2 points, and if he sees the player, he will try to kill the player. If he doesn't, or if the player's in the way of those points, he tries to kill the player. If not, just kind of goes back to what he's doing. That seems like a pretty simple a pretty simple solution. And in fact, teach them how to navigate the base. Yeah. Right now it's just gonna be a flat plane, back and forth, and then we'll see if we can get a little more jazzy. um. Yeah. I mean, the collision sphere will take care of standing for me at the very least. So let's, I'm thinking, let's see. So I'm gonna do enemy BP. Here we go. I'm just gonna organize some things here. Okay. Navigation system. Okay. I'm gonna, whoops. Gravity scale. He's at a 1 for gravity. Interesting. Okay. Make it hit the end of the platform and turn around. Yeah, that's an idea. Um, just have him go back and forth on the platform. That would be cool. I think though I'm just gonna use 2 set points because I don't think I'm gonna have him set on platforms every time, and I just kind of want to have them in specific areas. Um, let me do. I'm gonna do just 2 editable points at the moment, and we'll see where we're at uh, from there. Um, but I appreciate your help and your input, Narwhal. This is good stuff. Points. just something to mark it. Okay, so there's my 2 points. And now he's got to know about him. Whoops. And it's going to be... okay. Instance editable. There will only be a maximum of 2 points for now. Um, so it's going to be a simple AI controller for this one. Okay. I actually like to make brand new graphs for some of my events so that I can just keep them in a single graph, and tick is the one I like to kind of quarantine on its own thing. So But then actually, since I'm using a simple move to, I won't even need to do that. So that's cool. I can just save on performance. Whoops. So we'll... So I'm using 0.1, so he has a 0.1 that he's working with. So I'm gonna pick this as my first point. So yeah, there is a few ways. Oh wait, but this requires a Nav Mesh. You can encapsulate it with the AI Minotaur itself, where it does some check to see if there is a ground in front of it, and if it doesn't detect the ground, it turns around. Yeah, that would probably be the better way to do it. Whoa. I wonder if... the hell did that nav mesh go? Come back here. This may not work. But I will... Also, there's collision on the point. Okay, so simple move 2 is not gonna work. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. How did they do it here? Add a movement. And I am going to have to use tick on this, which is fine. Uh, velocity change. Ah, okay, so that worked. Aha! Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so like -40 is when its velocity changes. What if I just set its velocity to 0 first? Okay, so... Oh, that's right, because it's doing it every tick. So I would have to do that in a separate function, basically. Hey, what the? Oh, I have this called twice. That might be why. What? Here is not blueprint visible. Oh, it's read only. Way to take the fun out of it. Just have to add my own. Giant freaking red one. Could have been so simple. It's not even visible. Oops. Okay. So he's not facing the way that I want him to face. Um, this will probably give me a rotation that's not something I necessarily want, but I just want to make sure that this works. Uh, I'm probably just gonna end up having to do what you were suggesting, Narwhal, and make a giant uh, collision check and just constantly check it uh, to see if there's ground or not. Okay, cool. Well, that does work, and it did rotate, but it's rotating everything that I don't want it to rotate, so we're gonna just lock that down and make it so that it's only rotating on the X. Whoops. Whoops. So that should keep him looking forward. Okay, cool. So he keeps facing forward. Okay. I'm just thinking how I want to do this. Oh, my Castlevania game went to sleep. I didn't even notice. Probably did that a while back. Okay, well, now that I've got this working, for the most part. What was I checking for? So he immediately does it. Okay, so in Castlevania, I remember like enemies would walk a little bit and then stop, walk a little bit, then stop. And honestly, I'm thinking that might actually a timer might actually be a good thing. Maybe a couple of timers. Um, what time is it? It's getting pretty late. It's gonna be 9. Okay. What do I want to? How do I want to do this? Let's see. I'm gonna kind of cheese this a bit, I guess. Alright, so for the sake of time, I'm just going to get a light version of this working. Uh, and just to get him walking back and forth, and then I'll probably call the stream there. Um, and that way I can save some time. This is gonna be real hacky. Whoops. No. Even then, I don't like this. Okay. Oh. Oh, Omega! What's up, buddy? You're catching me at the toward the end here. Um, but just to kind of catch you up, um, let's see if this will. Okay, cool. So, whoa. I was playing Castlevania. Decided to stay home. My lady went to the after party. Oh wow. Um. Oh wow. This is it has severe latency now. Unless that's me. Oh wait, no, that is me. So basically, I was playing Castlevania, uh, and you know, I was getting a feel for this game's controls, so I was playing through it a little bit, and then basically I then stopped and I started making my own kind of 2D Vania, and so uh, it's not looking too shabby for a prototype. You can do stuff. Um, I was breaking down mechanics, and I was discussing with my buddy Narwhal here about how to best go about AI, and I was trying to cheese it, but I can't really cheese this. um, so I am gonna have to implement uh, a better. I'm gonna have to implement a better AI basically for the enemies. Even though I was just trying to make a simple one. Um, you know what? I might just. I'm gonna do this. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm going to do. Instead of making this like just ridiculous. Narwhal, this is my buddy Omega. I know him in real life, IRL, and he like basically when it comes to Castlevania, he's the dude to talk to if you want to watch. He does retro gaming stuff. He's got a channel that's growing, and he does a lot of retro stuff and what have you. So, if you want to check him out, if you like retro stuff, he's like me. He's ancient. He's an old man. He like me. He's stuck in the '80s because the '80s are back. And he's a pretty cool guy. What was I doing? Oh, it was a timer. I'm gonna do this on a damn timer because, like, this is just getting a little too much. So, what is this? I'm going to. The '80s are back. Select. That's what I'm looking for, is a select option. Oh yeah, Omega's freaking crazy, man. Man, what kind of psychopath speedruns Haunted Castle? That's what I want to know. Omega? He does that crap. Yeah, if you hate yourself. Ah, okay. I haven't played that many Metroid games, just finished a few. I've cleared the first 0 missions. I just got. Oh yeah. Yeah. Omega doesn't play like modern day consoles. He's still like living back in the past where like you required cartridges still. Because he's crazy. Super Game Boy, nice. To a million adapters. That's how you knew you were top tier, man. You know you're top tier when you want to play on original hardware so bad that the setup for it is looks like an old like RCA entertainment center. Okay, so he's stopped. Hold on, let me... Will this play? Will this make me more human? The duck. A bunch of cables everywhere right now. Okay. Was listening to my Spotify interview wrap up and it had to. I'm not gonna lie, dude. In the Castlevania anime, when they started playing Bloody Tears at the end of, I think it was season 2, oh man, I was going nuts. Alright. He's better. But what I'm gonna do is do what I should have done before. It's supposed to be flip-flopping across those two values, but it is not. Every time. This is gonna be weird, and I don't know why I have to do this, but... choosing it's choosing A every time. How do I make it so it doesn't do that? Damn it. I mean, this is just doing the random thing like it was before. Alright, well, I mean, at least he goes back and forth on a track, right? Um, now I gotta just be able to kill him. Yeah, I mean, considering what I started with, um, I mean, I'm not trying to monetize, so I guess it's just inevitable. I don't know. All right. Well, that's kind of I would say like I've gotten a long way, from zero to like here. Uh, just using the just using the assets that I had. So, um, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna make myself something to eat, and probably just gonna relax and play some games or something. But Narwhal, thank you so much for sticking with me. I appreciate your help and your input. I am going to probably just implement something along the lines of him just checking with collision like edges and stuff. Um, so, but you know what? He's moving back and forth. I got my player character moving. I got him jumping. He can attack and all that cool stuff. Omega, thanks for joining, man. Even if it was kind of toward the end here, you got to see me flail about and listen to Castlevania music in the background. So I appreciate you, bud. Um, I'm gonna look probably more into this uh, tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, but I am going to kind of research some things, and I got other things to do for myself. But um, regardless, thank you both again, and until next time, if you're seeing this, uh, thank you. I'll see you next time.